Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey after the kick. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. Jukes one defender. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. They're led out by the seventh-year quarterback from Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
One of the beauties of the quarterback position is it's not cookie cutter. QBs come in all different shapes and sizes. Some are 5'10", some are 6'6". Some are better on the run, some are better in the pocket. For Kyler Murray, and he is at his best when he's playmaking. When his athleticism, that dual threat nature comes to life, that is when he is typically a defense's worst nightmare. When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
He's keeping it. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
A gain of 15. And a Cardinal first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around it. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Mercado on the carry. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This is reeled in nicely downfield by Jones. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They've got first down from the 31. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10 now. Murray to throw. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Another throw coming from Murray. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First down, Arizona.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Here's DiMercado. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Murray setting up the running back screen. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he will score! Touchdown, Arizona! The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown! Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Fielded at the 14. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season, and injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it. His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Rod lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 55. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Let's go, Cowboys. Let's go. Let's go, Cowboys.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score with that shot down the field, or they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They stay on the ground with Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Williams. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal? Prescott set to pass. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here comes Imari DiMercato. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate.
Cowboys rush it in, and they bring him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for a second down.
Even if this QB knew from the very get-go somebody be waiting for him, there's no chance he was going to salvage that play. I'd be surprised if he even got a second to look upfield before he was greeted with the big old open arms for an easy sack.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. Trying again, following the sack. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to the air here. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Defense couldn't hang on to the interception. Can they make a stand here on 3rd and short? And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Okay, I got to give some kudos to that defense right there. Sometimes as an offense, you think you can outsmart those guys on the other side. But that defense, they were dialed in for that draw.
Cowboys butting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Begins his return at the 16. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. Blitz is there, and he goes down. A nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
A 10-yard loss.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's gonna go out with a pickup of 3. So we're shipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Escapes out to the left. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Ready to throw here on 3rd. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Here comes Pat O'Donnell back to the field for a punt. Cavante Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They go with Williams on the counter. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Dad. Screen here for Williams. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, Kate, it's one thing to get a player out into space. It's another when the defense sees it coming. No chance there for the running back as the defense defeats the blocks before that screen could ever get started.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun is Prescott. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
A handoff for Williams, running left. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Another run for Williams. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action, Prescott. Over the right side is caught by Ferguson. And he stops, give him about 7 on the play, and give his offense a 1st and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3.
Cowboys 10, Cardinals 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Dortch now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Run here. This is DiMercado. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Throwing now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They send a man in motion. From the gun on this 3rd down, it's Murray. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
Pat O'Donnell on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Cowboys Cowboys offense headed out there. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They'll give it to Williams on the option. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Here's 2nd and 11. It's Pickens on the slant. And how about this, Bronk? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to call some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Prescott to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys hoping to grow their lead before halftime. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. And this skips out at the 2-yard line, dangerously close to a touchback, but they'll be set up near the goal line instead. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Dak now from the gun. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharpier in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
Cowboys 17, Cardinals 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. DiMercato bringing it back. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going play action. It's Murray. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 29. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Murray on 3rd down. He's got McBride complete. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Murray, 1st and 10. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's Murray. Now here he goes again. And Murray hits the ground safely, picking up the first down on that run. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Brought down by Deron Bland.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throwing on 3rd and long. It's caught by Harrison. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. So now it's Chad Ryland's turn to attempt this Cardinals field goal. It's a 38-yard look here. The kick by Ryland is good. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Chad Ryland.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now.
Let's go, Cowboys. Let's go.
1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's Dak. This is complete, Jalen Tolbert. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Straight ahead with Williams. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's Lamb running the slant. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's good for a Cowboys. First down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Williams. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
Cardinals 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Cowboys rush it in and they bring him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Another try following the sack. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Cardinals out for the punt. It'll be Pat O'Donnell doing the honors. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Cowboys about set to take over. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. They're going to give him the 24-yard line. He stopped a step short of that first down marker.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He's going to keep this one. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in '04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a first down. Come on, boys.
For the Cowboys field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through, and that makes this a 3-score game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out head the Cardinals now on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Murray to throw. Jump off caught by his back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Off the play action, here's Murray. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Brought in left side by Jones. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punting unit out now. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Fair catch made here at the 30. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. They've got 1st down from the 31. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 38-yard line.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They'll run the toss for Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Cowboys.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Cowboys control possession and the scoreboard as they try to finish out this win. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Dak off the play fake. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the gun is Prescott. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Cowboys.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
They go with Williams on the counter. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Prescott is hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals grab it. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. The 30. Gets the 10. And Arizona takes it back for a touchdown. The Cardinals get it back to within 2 possessions. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field, maybe his whole life. That distance, a whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. But he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it, and he wanted it.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Turpin with a return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. They stay on the ground with Williams. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Prescott here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of sand, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. His work begins at the 31. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's Kyler to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.  'Cause 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 'c
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Setting up the screen here for Harrison. Trying to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Murray. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. He has this down to the 34. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Now run with DiMarcano. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Murray from the pistol. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Give to Williams from the gun. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Another run for Williams. Juke the defender. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
That's good.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Draw play. This is Williams. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, and they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now Prescott. Held in by Lamb, right side. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Prescott takes off with it. Continuing to dig. He's inside the 25. And he has this all the way down to the 23. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
At the 23-yard line.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now a toss running left with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Dak to the air here. Screen here for Williams. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off in the line.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal from 37 yards in the right hash. Aubrey puts it through, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it, and we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. You got to walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands. You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing now. Trying to push it deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. So it's a win for the Cowboys. Well, Brock, when it comes down to it, never an easy task trying to knock off a team inside their own building, right? You really see them come out with just a different kind of energy.
It's what every player is told, dating back to your Pop Warner and high school days. Defend your home turf. When somebody comes in and tries to knock you off inside your own building, well, you need to have the fortitude, the guts, the resolve to fight back and go get those wins. What an energized locker room right now. It always is when you do your collective job successfully and you do it in your own house.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.